All right, guys, we got a fun project, and that is sarcasm, that we're going to tackle the next few days. So let me show you what we got. All right, so this is the job. I think the video is called 3 Inspectors and Me. It was back in, I think it's back in March. This is August now. It was back in March when we dug 3 test holes down over the hill. And it's been a challenge. It's been almost 3 months, and we finally got a septic permit on this deal. A couple different reasons. One, we had a change of head at the county health department, and the new guy didn't work out. And so actually we're working with the state on this one, and Julia from the state, she may be here later. She's actually been a lot of help. But we don't have the great soil conditions. We don't have the best site location. We got a lot of restrictions with the pond, property line, grade, a few other things. Not impossible, but it's going to be a little bit tricky. We've finally got the green light on this deal. We're going to get started on today. We got a pretty good little stretch of weather here, so well, I'll give you a play-by-play as we go on this. But the first thing we got to do is the septic tank is right here, and the state wants us to do a leak test on it, and we need to establish a grade of the outgoing pipe. So basically we're going to find the inlet, we're going to find the outlet, cap them all, fill it up with water, make sure it won't leak, prove that to the state, establish a grade coming out of it. We're going to put a split bed Presby system in, so we're going to come down through here. First thing we had to do is take out some of this old pool deck because they've already abandoned ship on the pool. But then we're going to put basically 2 sand systems in on this hill, and I'll show you guys how those work as we go putting them in. So basically we're going to start at the top, establish a grade, establish we got a good tank, come down the hill to a D box here, sand bed, set bed. I don't remember the exact specs. I think they're like 40 by 26 or something. But yeah, it's gonna be a challenge. I'm kind of excited about it. It's a cool little project. So anyways, got the deck tore down, Cleveland just rolled in, and we're gonna get this tank exposed, see what we got there, and then head on over the hill. So let's do this. Okay, so we found the tank, which we knew where it was at. This is marked with that thing. We found the outlet side and got it exposed. It's actually a piece of perforated pipe, which hence why we're doing this. We started digging up the inlet side, and then we realized we could possibly go check it in the basement. That's not an option, so we're gonna have to come back and finish digging that up. I got a little bit of the brush and debris cleaned over here for where these beds go. Julia, our state inspector, is gonna stop by. She's actually in town right now, so she's gonna stop by. So we're gonna try to go ahead and get these beds laid off, so we can kind of get her blessing on that, and just kind of get a general census of where everything is going to go. Are you authorized to use that equipment, sir?
Yeah, I got the tape measure and the paint right here.
And I got the brains. Hi guys. All right, so what's 26 by
26 total by 66 total.
So we can split that into 26 by 33?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically we got 2. Can we do one big bed?
No, he wanted 2 separate.
He wants 2 beds, okay. Cleveland did all the paperwork, and he's actually the brains. That was literally a true joke. Huh. All right, so we gotta have 2 26 by 33 beds.
Yeah.
All right, and we gotta be 10 feet off the property line.
Yeah, which is in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's that big tree.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's mark them out here. All right, guys, we just had an hour meeting with the state. Julia, we kind of laid everything out, detailed what we're gonna do. She made a few suggestions. We're good to go. So basically we got a 26 or 33 area that's on 13% slope right here, and we got to take 4 inches off of it, which keeps us 30 inches above our limiting layer. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to tie into now. We're going to take all of our dirt up the hill for later. I get this bed dug out and we get it exposed. I'll kind of show you what we got, and we'll go from there. You ready to make this happen?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, guys, we got our first pad scratched out. I don't know what that move was, but we're 33 by 26, 13.2% grade.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the next step here is this all gets 6-inch sand bed in it. So I think that's what we're gonna, there's another bed identical to this over here, but we're gonna go ahead and put the 6-inch sand bed in here and get this one covered up. There's a chance of afternoon thunder showers. So if we get the sand in here, if it rains, it really won't kill us a whole lot. We'll just have to wait for the sand to dry out. So anyway, yeah. Any comments, Mr. Freeman?
No, just doing super important busy things over here. What is this anyway?
He's easily distracted. All right, sand. It's sand. That's what it is. Alrighty, there is our beautiful 6-inch sand bed on grade across, equal pitch this way. So the next thing we gotta do is we'll come back and we'll start laying out these pipes, and there'll be 5 runs of 30-foot pipe. And the way this system works, the water will come in there, it'll go through this pipe, that one will loop around, it snakes back and forth, and the very last one will have a vent on it. Pipes go together pretty darn simply. The only thing you really got to watch is the fin goes on the top and the little diaper goes on the bottom. And you got these fancy little couplers here that just kind of got a little slip slidey thing together. And then we use these jigs here to space them out, so whenever we put sand over them, it works out in our favor. So that's our next order of business. All right, so you're not working.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm never working.
But our lovely state inspector has showed up, which has been a huge help to us, and checked in on us. And so far, we're on the right path, right?
Right.
So I've been telling everybody on YouTube this is kind of a difficult site. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
But we're going to get it, right?
Yes.
By hopefully Thursday, we got a fully operating system if the weather cooperates and you don't crop out on me on the heat. So, but I want to thank you for all your help. You've been a tremendous amount of help on this. It's greatly appreciated. We've been working together well, and we are getting close. Sorry, we're making fun of Cleveland. The inspector was making fun of him, so we're calling him out on it. But anyways, all right, so we got our pipes in, and these things have ended up being a real bear on this 13-degree slope. Goodness gracious, I'm going down now. But the main thing is, diaper goes on bottom, fin goes on top, 6 inches of sand in between. And we got these form board spacer blocks made, so we're good from here. We'll take a skid steer, start dumping sand on them, and you can see they're all spaghetti noodles down through there. But so we got sand here, we'll pick these up, leapfrog them down, and eventually we'll end up at the end of the bed. Right? That's right. All right. Sand don't go in the pipe, sand goes over the pipe, so end caps are handy. Holes go at the top. Those are like, I mean, them things should have Fisher Price stamped on them, so they're so damn cheap. Ridiculous. All right, let's pile some sand in here. It is hot, but this is where we're going to leave you guys at for today. We got our 5 runs of pipe in. We still got to do the plumbing on the end. We got them covered in sand. We got Clemens getting our last little footprints out there and smooshed up. And tomorrow we'll be back and we'll do the other bed. We should get a little farther along tomorrow. We'll get an earlier start. And we got all of our state approvals. So we're good to go on that. Get that air bed in and start getting this covered up after we get the green light. And then we'll start plumbing her up. So see you guys tomorrow. I got hit by a tree. All right, guys, we're back down here in Rowan this morning. Cleveland's been hauling sand in. We just don't have a whole lot of room to stage anything here. In the room we do have to stage isn't the best, but Cleveland's been getting our sand in. Luke has been working on the plumbing, getting some of our plumbing done. And then we have got this other bed ready to roll. So we're gonna start, yep, there's our second bed. We're gonna start throwing sand in on it. And this one here just bakes in the sun all day. That one there was at least in the shade. So we're gonna get our 6 inches of sand down in there, get our sand mat built, and then get our pipe in and get this bed caught up with the other bed.
Mike said to use this thing. I don't know. Now I gotta figure out how to make it. There we go. Okay.
Alrighty guys, we got our sand bed in there. It looks lovely. We're going to take the laser. This is 33 feet across, 26 feet down, and it's on a 15% slope. This is 2% more slope than the other one. We're going to take the laser and get us a reference mark across there where we're level from side to side, and that's where our first pipe will go, and then we'll go on down. Usually we put these pipes together in the bed, but they tend to roll off on this slope whenever you do that. So we are going to, we figured out yesterday to assemble them up here, and then we kind of stake them off until we get them held. and get sand around them and get them so-so. So we're gonna get these clipped together and go from there. Yes, Mr. Kleeman, do you have something intelligent to say?
Listen, we
know. Hey, hold on, the lighting is wrong. Could you stand over here, please? Yes, this is much better. Oh yeah, this is proper interviewing stance.
Okay. So we know where this bottom row is at?
Yes.
Can we just put some stakes in and then we can just roll them down here? That way we're not carrying them over each other?
You're determined.
It's a modified suggestion from yesterday. Modified.
So you're saying get the bottom one in and then space them up.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they're all jammed up, how are you gonna get your feet between them?
Listen, Mike. Listen, sometimes you just gotta let your hands do the work.
So we're good.
Hashtag Bernie Bauer.
Oh, I wish you guys knew that joke. That's a good one. But the problem we got is these things roll down the hill, and we gotta get them spaced evenly between themselves, and we gotta get them spaced off the top of the bed.
And Cleveland had an idea. That's the problem.
No, the problem is not that you had an idea.
I don't get paid for ideas.
Well, this is true, but just don't know how it's gonna work. It may work. Hold on. If you put the first one down there,
I'm gonna pray on it.
then you move that one up. We just gotta make sure the first one's low enough down.
That's the biggest thing.
All right, we're gonna try it. We'll report back. All right, bombs away. Oh, good God. First one is a failure. Coupler come undone. Stake got mowed over.
We're gonna call that a loss. Yep.
All right, plan B, folks. All right, this is attempt number 2. We have secured our stakes a little better. Luke, why don't you get like halfway down the middle over there, or we can catch it before it gets too much speed. Hop up on the other side there. This is a real pain in the butt. 15-degree slopes are for mountain climbers, not septic installers. Oh, sweet Jesus. Hey, that worked a lot better. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Hey, you want me to be Mr. Obvious? The more pipes we roll down, the closer. I screwed that up. Hold on, I'll be Mr. Obvious on the next one. Hey, you want me to be Mr. Obvious? The more pipes we roll over the hill, the less amount of distance they have to travel before they come to a stop. Therefore, reducing the chance of catastrophic failure. But it also increases the load on our temporary stakes, which could be disastrous. Anything you'd like to add to my commentary? Nothing? Oh my goodness.
Gravity perfect, let's go.
I always tell everybody, if there's one thing in life I like to have, it's not the sky hook, it's the gravity switch. Just think about life if you could turn off gravity like on demand. Like you could skydive from the ground up. Think about it. Yeah. Okay, so we got, that actually worked pretty well, minus our first one that didn't work real well, but we got them in here and we put our spacers in them. Now I know they go off down there. We're gonna get sand on this first section after we know it's in the right spot, and we'll keep leapfrogging these spacers down and keeping those pipes on grade. So Clayman's gonna take a laser shot here. As you get the end of this pipe at both ends, we'll make sure that carries straight on across. Does that make sense there, gentlemen? Put this first little bit of sand on here, especially on a slope like this. You gotta be so careful not to just drop it you just gotta be real careful not to get carried away and dump it on there, because it'll do bad things. All right, guys, we just took a quick lunch and we're getting ready to. Cleveland's gonna swing around here. We gotta get that D box set right there, distribution box set right there. So Cleveland's gonna swing around there. We're gonna scratch out that so we get that D box in there, and then he's gonna start in on. As soon as he gets that D box in there, we gotta run a perimeter drain all the way around. It's gotta be 32 inches deep, rat guard, sock pipe, and backfill with some sort of aggregate. We got permission from the state to backfill with number 23 stand, because we got a little bit left over. So that's what we're gonna do. So he'll come down there and dig in until he's 32 inches deep and go on around. That way, I'm gonna start, we got some rain coming, so I'm gonna try to get as much of this done as I can. I'm gonna start covering these with dirt. We don't want to get equipment on these, so what we're going to do is I'll get the dirt I got piled up here on the hill. I'll get it up here, and I'll reach all I can from the top half of the track hoe. Then I'll go down below, and we'll. It won't be the prettiest thing in the world. We're basically going to dress it up with a track hoe to keep equipment off the bed. Sometimes if it's a lower grade, you can kind of cheat that a little bit on the filter part of the bed there, but on this slope, if I get on there with any piece of equipment, one, it's going to cause compaction and compromise the bed, and two, it's just everything wants to keep going down the hill. So yeah, that's our next plan of action. Luke's over there. Here, I'll show you over here. Luke's over here doing the plumbing. So the plumbing on these is pretty doggone simple. So this here is your top pipe. This is one that comes out of the D box. So basically all you do is elbow around, it'll go all the way to the end. And once you get the end down there, it'll loop back around, it snakes back and forth. When you get to the last one, you got an air vent. So that one will come up and it'll have a double 90 on top of it. One trick to these is you gotta leave this pipe, it needs to go up in there about 1 foot to 18 inches. So that whenever you backfill and it pushes down on this, it don't hinge it up or knock those caps or anything off. But yeah. Bed 1, bed 2. That's pretty much the gist of it. All right, guys, we got the Cleveland's got the perimeter drain dug, at least the first half of it here dug. Trying to get the pipe in. Let me hop down here. I'll kind of show you how this works, but basically the theory is the state specs where the limiting layer is, and you basically dig down to it or a couple inches below it and put this pipe in. And the whole goal of this is to catch any groundwater before it gets into the system, because you don't want the system to be evacuating groundwater. You want the system to be evacuating the wastewater from the house. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and pull here all at the same time. So this will go, like I said before, this will go all the way up and around. Cleveland's to there digging. And then we'll come back and fill this in with sand to protect the pipe and allow that water to get in the pipe. So that's what that is and how that works. And it is freaking hot out here. Of course, it's also important to make sure this thing has proper slope and fall for proper drainage, which is the way this hill runs right here, which should be good. So I'll check back in with you guys here in a little bit. All right, guys, sorry I didn't get a lot of video putting this dirt back on. We're trying to outrun a storm. I don't know if you can see the trees up there going crazy, but it's just about ready to hit. But the good news is I think I know we at least got our weather tight. Hopefully it blows through pretty quick. We don't get a lot of rain. We'll come down here tomorrow and finish it up. We're probably about 3 hours away from having this thing wrapped up. So we're gonna get this equipment parked up before we get wet and hit her back in the morning. Down here again, and fortunately that storm, we got a little bit of rain, but it blew through pretty quick. So a little damp, but it's not wet enough to shut us down or cause any trouble. But hopefully we'll get this job wrapped up today. We got to, we'll get down here, I'll show you, but basically we got to get the system tied into the tank and finish up our groundwork. So we are getting close. Let's go check it out. They're already digging this morning. You judging me this morning?
I judge you every morning.
All right.
Not just this morning.
So he's making fun of the way I paint lines. Anyways, D-box, we decided we're coming out of there, and we painted our route. We checked the elevations with the laser to make sure we got a good route. So basically we're coming out here, and 45 and I'm out of breath because I was running, painting that line. I hate to tell you, I'll bet you $100 you can't paint a line any straighter than that without a string. I'll tell you what.
Should we have a line paint competition one day?
Let me catch my breath first, but yeah. Anyways, then we're gonna head up there and tie the thing up there. All right. You act me, you ain't got this dug yet. Let me have that paint, Luke. I got a locate mark right there. What were you thinking?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it back.
So you want me to cut it like before or after where you smashed it? All right, guys, I'll give you a little peek inside the D-box here. So what goes on here is this is the pipe coming in from the septic system. It goes up, and then that's what Cleveland's digging up there. It comes in from the tank. So this will actually get a T on it, like so. Well, so that'll get a T on it like this. The reason why is that water comes in, it'll hit this, go down, and then it'll come up in this D-box evenly, so it don't just come in and then flood one lateral or the other. Then this here will be just off the top about an inch or so, because these Presby systems require ventilation, so they got a back vent. They'll have low vents, which is that over there on the beds. Then they use since it's a gravity feed system, and it utilizes the high vent on the house. So I haven't glued this on here yet because, oh goodness gracious, the one thing that's really important to do is put these levelers in here. And basically what you do is you put that in there, and it's got an offset hole in it, and then I use this stick. I can basically, let me see if I can use this stick, and then basically get that to level up. I'm pretty doggone close there. I need to come up just a little bit on this other side, so I'll just twist this. It'll raise that hole up, and then look at that. Money. So now basically this hole and this hole are the same height, so whenever that water comes up in that D-box evenly, it'll distribute between the beds. So this is bed 1, this is bed 2. So now I'll clean the bottom out of there a little bit. I'll glue that on there like so. As you can see, that's slower than this, so at least it can suck air off there. And then the last thing we'll have to do with this D-box is basically the state requires you to have an elevation between this and the outlet on the tank, so they know what the difference is. And now that everything's set, before we cover it up, we'll take some measurements from some set points and basically draw a map of where everything's at, so they'll have it on file, so there's a chance somebody can find it again one day. Alrighty guys, get you a quick overview. There's your D-box, there's your line coming in. We got some dirt clods on this, just holding it in place till we bedded in sand. We basically got it's 1/4 inch per foot or 0.02 grade till we get to here, and then Cleveland's finishing out the last little bit of ditch there, and we'll end up at the septic system, and then it's just a matter of getting our mess cleaned up. So as always, we're like 3 plumbing fittings short, so we're like 5 minutes from the hardware store, so I'm gonna run down there and grab those real quick, and yeah, head on back. All right, so we're down to our last connection. We leak tested the tank per state protocol. All good there. And we're gonna put us a clean out in here. That's the pipe going to the D box. That's the hole coming out of the poop tank. And that's the clean out. Are you done yet?
No, I gotta find a rag.
And we got some stuff to repair a few of the downspout drains we dug through, but yeah, Luke's fixing our other clean out there that we snagged with a tooth. You know, saw it off, make it look good. And we are trucking on along this morning. Not a detective, Cleeman, but guessing you probably possibly had an encounter with a tree.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I mean, there's nothing important in there like oil or chains or gears or anything.
there's not now. It makes a clicking noise. It's cool. Like a baseball card in your bike spokes.
All right, guys, we got this booger. Let me walk you down here and show you. All right, sorry about that. My dang camera just died. But anyways, got our elevation set, got our measurements pulled, got all of I got our map drawn for the state to appease them. But this is kind of the finished product here. Luke's putting the last little bit of straw down, but she is looking good. I'll get down here where you guys can see we had to, they required a diversion ditch up here. So that's what this is. And it drains out down through there and wraps around the corner. And we ended up finishing that back slope with the track hoe just because it was too steep. We can't get equipment on it. But it turned out pretty doggone good. I wish you would have let us take out the rest of the pool deck, but we didn't. He's a little concerned that that pool deck may be holding the concrete up, but project for another day. Yep, there's a tank up there, and there she is. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video more than we did doing this job. Actually, I can't say that. We did enjoy this job. It was definitely a challenge, but we got her wiped out. We got all of our approvals and inspections and everything installed and hooked up and ready to go. So we're on to the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll catch you on the next project.